Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So basically, this season, from what I can gather and what I'm seeing, we gonna go back from last season into the reunion. Nene don't know way her friendships, if they cool or not. Um, did she mean what she said at the reunion and all? So basically, this Nene attempt to try to be nice and play nice with the other girls, even though she didn't diss 500,000 of them. Not only that, she didn't got into it with Porsha. So let's go ahead before we get to the Nene mess. Let's go ahead and get the other mess on out the way. Um, Porsha and Tanya. You know, when I first saw y'all together, and I said, well, that's a kind of odd mix. Porsche and Tanya, I never seen them interact with each other. I could see them becoming friends or whatever. But yeah, that relationship came out of nowhere. And I think they hatred against Nene or they don't like Nene or whatever. It kind of brought them together because Tanya ain't talking to Nene. Portia's still mad at Nene. So I guess that hatred of Nene or not liking Nene brought them together. Um, they good together. They both crazy. They both wild. They both love to dance. So they're a perfect combination. They perfect together. And not only that, that little muscle, whatever the hell that was. Yeah, Tanya, you couldn't pay me $1 to do that. Like that was too much. Yeah, it might help you out, but the way Portia was moving around, jumping around, about to jump out that table like she was a fish out of water, I pass with that. But Toronto Carnival, that do sound fun. I don't know too much about Canada. Sound like a good party. Sound like a great experience. You inviting everybody. So basically, that's her gift to you after you got done torturing her in her stomach, in her abs. That was her gift for going through all that torture with that machine, pressing on her stomach, about to kill her. So that was the whole surprise. And you inviting everybody to it. So everybody invited, including Nene, I guess. But everybody invited to it or whatnot. But yeah, y'all made for each other. Like I was kinda, yeah, I don't know about Porsche and Tanya being friends. I go along with it, but I don't know about it. But after seeing y'all together for a scene and seeing how y'all get along, y'all both crazy, y'all both wild, y'all both love to dance, y'all made for each other. Really, y'all made for each other. Um, Kayla and Todd and Kayla chasing her dreams of becoming a fashion model, fashion, whatever she doing in fashion. I always like Kayla. I always liked it, Rowley. I like this Cynthia whole little bunch she got going together. I'm not crazy about Todd, but I'm kind of leaning towards liking him now that all the drama didn't calm down, all the mess he was in these last couple of seasons. Now that he didn't calm down and he cool or whatever, I'm kind of liking Todd a little bit. And Kayla and Todd relationship, like he hard on her, she know he hard on her, so she gonna run the Candy for guidance and help to help her with her daddy, cause they don't have such a great relationship. He don't ever listen to her or whatever. He always get mad at her. He even stopped talking to her for about a month and all this and all that. And Candy was also agreeing with her that Todd, you can be hard at times. You're a little bit too hard on Kayla. Sometimes you do the stuff she's saying or whatever, but y'all have worked that out. Like, y'all a strong family. Todd ain't perfect. He didn't been there, done that. Yes, he is a little hard on Kayla, but he can soften up on you, Kayla. Like, it's just him being the dad, I guess. And I guess you kind of used to it. Now you got a little freeway or leeway when it come to Candy. You can always go to Candy when Todd being too hard or too rough on you, and she can tell him to calm down or adjust yourself or don't do this and don't do that. So y'all gonna work it out regardless. Todd just need to tighten up loosen up the knot a little bit, and y'all will get through it. Y'all will make it. Y'all will make it. And good luck, Kayla, with your career in fashion. You got it. Look like you got the drive for it. Look like you got the spirit for it. So you'll be good. You'll be in New York with Riley soon. So you doing good or whatever. That's about it with that. Nene and Candy. Now we finna get into the the BS. Um, before I get into this, what happened this episode? Nene, well, I'm not gonna do this all season with you. You know what you said. You know what you did. You know how you talk to these people. Do you really expect, or better yet, do you not see the wrong that you're doing? It's like you blinded to your own stuff that you do, but you expect everybody else to get in line and bow down to you or whatever. Like, Nene, you do the absolute too much. Like, I don't know what to say about you. Cynthia, I don't know how the hell you held on this long, but okay. But yeah, like Nene, like Candy said, oh, you got time for me. At first and at the reunion, you didn't have time for me. I wasn't your friend. You ain't stunned none of us. Marlo is your only friend. Now you want to reach out to Candy because y'all see each other. And y'all went talking about what's going on and all this. And then we get to the tapes about Cynthia being recorded, saying bad things about Nene. Now, when I first had heard that, my thoughts went straight to Yvonne. Like, that sound 100% like Yvonne. I'm not gonna put nothing past her. She being shady. She being fake as hell, hanging around Cynthia, even though she threw Cynthia under the bus. And even told Cynthia, yeah, I told Nene you was talking about her and whatever and this, that, and the third, but you hanging around this girl like you just didn't throw her under the bus to Nene. Like she told you things and then now you going to tell Nene or reporting back to Nene what you got on her. So my first thought was, it got to be Yvonne. Then when I realized it can't be Yvonne, I ain't even much need you to confess, or I will confess. I ain't even much need you to say that, no, I wasn't recording her, cause even though you is kind of shady, I don't think you low down. Now, there's only one low-down person, Nene friends, that when I thought it wasn't you, and I said, nah, it can't be Yvonne. Because if it was Yvonne, she would have came out straight out and said it. She looked like she always ready to fight or whatever. So, it can't be Yvonne. My next thought went in my head, I said, dirty, low down, don't care, whatever. My thoughts went to Marlo when they showed her. And Marlo have done the absolute most ever since she been on here with Nene. She say whatever she want to, no consequences. She do what she want to do, no consequences. She always picking fights with people, no consequences. Who don't got nothing to lose? Marlo. Yvonne, even though she do act like she'll beat a girl up with no problem, if you try her, I don't think she'll be crazy enough or nuts enough to still hang around Cynthia, even though she did throw Cynthia under the bus by telling her, telling Nene what Cynthia said about her. I said, well, that's just a friend telling another friend that this person said this about you or whatever, even though it was a sign of being fake. I said, it's not low down. Then I thought about Marlo and how much stuff have Marlo done on this show, being shady, low down, a rotten person, don't care. Even when you telling her to hush, be quiet, and we didn't see Marlo at her worst on this show. and ain't got nothing to lose. She ain't got a peach on this show. Basically, her only opening it is where the only way she's still being filmed on this show if it wasn't for Nene. So I can see her getting down and dirty for Nene. We didn't see her several times bow down to Nene. We didn't see her several times. Her and Nene got into it. You thought it was over. Her and Nene cool all over again. So Yvonne, even though I do think she got something to lose, she ain't dirty and she ain't low down. And I think that she'll be, well, if she has something to say, I think she'll say it to your face, not let you run around or think about who the one was nasty enough to record you. So that's why before before Marlo party happened, and when Candy asked, so I said, no, it can't be Yvonne. It got to be Marlo, 100%. Marlo ain't got nothing to lose. Her only connection to this show is Nene. Who is she most loyal to? Nene. Who is she willing to jump in front of a building, jump off of a building for? Nene. Who she willing to take a bullet for? Nene. If a fight broke out and it was involving Nene, who would sit there and fight the person for Nene? Marlo. So that's when I started thinking. And Cynthia, you got two suspects, Marlo or Yvonne. It's Marlo, the one that sought you up like that. And I'm glad you said what you said. You don't care that that Nene got recordings of you saying whatever you want to and telling her to shove him up behind like that. I'm glad you said that, cause, well, first of all, that brings me into my next question. Was you that free, and was your mouth going at a million miles a second that you didn't catch yourself while talking about Nene for her to record you? Like, you should have known Marlo ain't got no loyalty to nobody but Nene. If it wasn't for Nene, she wouldn't be filmed on this show or be shown on this show. Cause ain't none of y'all got the power to bring Marlo on this show for her to be seen so many times. Even have a whole scene of her lunching off her wigs. Who got that power? Nene. Who the one getting paid who getting paid the most on this show? Nene. So yeah, Cynthia, I ain't saying you was wrong. I'm not saying it was right. But if you was going off at the mouth talking about Nene, however you was talking about her, I don't care. She deserve it at this point, and she gonna have to own up that she opened this whole can of worms about you doing 8 interviews, and now all of a sudden she don't care. But we seen her crying and hurt we see her crying and hurt that y'all ain't friends no more. She even considered you a sister, but she don't realize how hurt you was at their reunion where she hit you the hardest, saying that you ain't none of her friends. You're not a sister to her and all that other mess she said, and pointed to Marlo as her best friend, not pointing at you, even though y'all was at odds on season 10 and 11 reunion when y'all was going at each other, and about 10 with season 10 when y'all kind of lost y'all ways, and then it kind of went to season 11 and got worse, and then y'all added some more stuff to that. So yeah, Cynthia, be careful who you talk about. Be careful who you talk about. Well, be careful what you say around certain people that involves Nene friends, cause they will record your behind. They got no problem telling Nene everything you said, even add more words to it that shouldn't be there. So you might want to be careful next time, Cynthia. We know you don't care, as you shouldn't care, but still, if you gonna be hanging around Nene friends, you might want to start watching yourself, cause yeah, they're trying to set you up for the ultimate fail. And basically, whatever you talk about or say about Nene, it's gonna go back to her regardless. And they feel like they got to tell Nene, oh, she called you a dirty cow or an old cow, and all this and all that. That's about it with that situation. It's Marlo behind. Let's talk about Porsha. Well, Porsha ain't really have no storyline. Well, she ain't really had nothing in general. This episode. She always seen her win with the little stomach thing, and they mentioned Toronto and that. Well, she ain't really got no storyline. She just kind of jumped in and well, I think that's it. Besides Kenya and Candy in there and building the closet, so we can go to that. And basically, Candy let Cynthia know that one of Nene's friends recorded you. Cynthia said she don't care. She building the closet for Mike. I don't know why I'm trying to confuse Kenya man and Cynthia man. Mike a closet where he can have stuff to put his where he can have clothes where he can have a closet to put his clothes in or whatnot. So Cynthia says she don't care and she shouldn't care. What she said was her business. Nene basically deserved whatever happened at this point, and she really don't give a damn like she said or whatever. So she don't care. They talked about Marlo and her little hair. What she said, hair training, hair event, wig event, whatever we calling it. But Marlo, I was expecting more out of that event. Like, you dress nice, you have on nice wigs sometimes. I was expecting I was expecting a whole lot more out of that. Like, come on now. I was expecting a quad kind of event, not no little big old parking lot, small building. Then you walk in there, it's bald headed. You got booths set up. You playing games. Yeah, that event wasn't the type of event that a Hampton would throw. Like, I was expecting a whole lot more. Like Candy said, I was expecting a whole lot more fabulous than this and what you did. Like, that was low budget, Marlo, and you should be ashamed of yourself. Cause I was expecting a whole lot more. And looked like you only got about, what, maybe 10 or 12 wigs. So, yeah, I was expecting a whole lot more out of you, Marlo, in that event. But, I did not know, well, that show you just how much when this show over, what happened on social media. If they don't talk about it on this show, I can care less. I don't follow none of these women on social media. I think I followed Kenya on Twitter, but I think I muted her behind. And especially when she was on here, when she was pissing me off, when I couldn't stand her behind. Now I like her, so now I need to go back and unmute her. But yeah, I didn't know Nene and Porsha got into it. This was during the time Porsha had her baby. Her and Nene got into it. Um, Another reason why Nene is wrong as hell, but they let Nene get away with the world or whatever. But yeah, I didn't know Nene and Porsha got into it, and they got into it over social media. Then she ended up calling her fat cow, fat ankles, and all this and all that. And like Porsha said, this was the time after she had her child, and who ain't gonna gain no weight when they pregnant or after they pregnant, after they had the baby, and you were calling her fat, shaving her fat ankles and all that, then you cussed her out via tears. Porsha, you didn't have to post that, but you posted it anyway. So now I just can't with y'all. Really, I can't lie. You didn't have to post. You didn't have to post that, Porsha. Really, you didn't. But I understand why you posted that, cause Nene is evil, nasty, and like they say, Nene get away with a whole lot of stuff she shouldn't get away with, but she managed to get away with it anyway. So I guess you posted that you were trying to prove a point. How nasty and vile Nene really is, and how she always fake and phony, and when is Nene ever real? So we really go to Marlo event, and Kenya Kenya, you took me out. Why did you ruin that woman event walking in there with your edge control? Or your more edges come walking in there. So that's when we saw y'all doing the little cuts, where the cut of scenes, where they were showing a whole bunch of scenes, and you was talking about your product, and that then that it sold a lot in this store, or it sounded like a train wank store, where it sold a whole lot of it, and now they put to add more to sell a different stores for you, where you can keep on selling your product. Your health product has come a long way on Kenya. I remember the season where you had it. I remember the season where you called yourself through an actual event for your more hair products, and it had water in the bottles. You then came a long way from the actual water, where the actual water in your hair products, where the actual water in your hair product and the like the bottles and all that. So you have came a long way. If your products is selling, they should be selling. Cause who don't need edges once in a while, or who don't need edges in general? Cause whether you selling, go ahead and sell it. And like you said, I don't get it neither. Kenya, about Marlo around here selling wigs all of a sudden, and she don't know nothing about hair products or wigs. She do know anything about, well, she do know a lot about fashion, so I guess fashion and wigs kind of go together, so I ain't knocking it and or whatever, but Kenya, you didn't have to ruin that one like that. Even though she did deserve that, cause how many other events has she ruined? And you think back, ever since Marlo been on this show, she kinda have ruined a whole lot of events, started a whole lot of mess that shouldn't have happened, messed up people's parties and anything else she was invited to with her big mouth and always start mess. So I kinda understand why you did this. Cause Marlo is absolutely messy, and she be the one that make the mess start going, or she be the one that make the kick off, and where all the fights and stuff happening, where you having a perfectly good time, and then all of a sudden Marlo say something out of the way and start an argument or a fight or whatever. So I kind of understand why you did it, but yeah, Kenya, you was too messy, and you could have played along with the woman games, like you could have played along with the woman games. Then she got upset. You told her you didn't want to play no games with her. Then y'all were throwing then y'all were throwing disses at each other the whole entire time. You diss her, she diss you. You diss her, she diss you. Then Candy handed you a drink, and then she snatched it out your hand and trying to kick you out the event. And Marlo, the next time you throw an event, make sure you have security on dead. You shouldn't have to holler security more than one time before they come on your neck and start escorting you out your event. Like, you sat there and yell security how many times, and ain't none of them show up. I think they was enjoying your alcohol and back there getting drunk. They didn't care about you, nor your event, or nor did they care about Kenya disturbing your event. Like, security, security. Yeah, you kept on hollering security, security, and they weren't paying you no types of attention. Um, but that's about it, y'all. I think. Yeah, that's about it. Um, but yeah, and then Nene come in and took the air out of the room when she came, acting all fake. Hi, hi, kissing everybody. Hi, hi. Porsha, you curved the dog hell out of her. Oh, hey, Porsha. All she can do is touch your back. I don't blame you. After fat shaming you after you didn't had your baby, knowing you got to lose your way. And the first thing she can grab after you is your weight and your fat ankles. I don't blame you at all for going after her and ignoring her, cause she was being fake at that she was being fake at that event. Like hand by go to end about it, but she was being fake. Really, she was being fake. Cause half of these girls you ain't talked to, and now all of a sudden you wanna hug and kiss everybody. Nene, ain't nobody falling for that, and ain't nobody buying what you selling. Gone away with that mess. Like Phaedra Parr say, gone away with that mess. What she say? Gone away or missed me with that stuff or whatever she said to Apollo that time. Get away from me, miss, or whatever she said by Nene. But anyways though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all morning. Bye.